Straight guys love to make fun of gay guys' voices. They really do. They think it's very hilarious to do impressions of gay guys. They just don't. Straight guys are always like, oh, what do you have to talk like that? What do you have to talk like that? What do you have to talk like? What do you have to talk like that? I don't know. It's not like I grew up with my parents speaking gay to me. They are not recent immigrants from Fagistan. I don't understand why gay guys talk alike. I am one of nature's mysteries. My current working theory is that all of the dicks beating against the back of my throat have somehow altered the acoustics. It's like a cathedral in my mouth. And people act like it's so terrible, like it's so embarrassing, like it's so ridiculous. The gay guys talk a little bit kind of like women sometimes. And I don't understand that, because to me it is like one of the loveliest sounds on the planet. To me, like when a guy walks through the door and like he opens his mouth and he sounds gay, I think to myself, there is some small, beautiful possibility that this is my special someone, that this is my eternity, that this is the love of my life, and he probably has an iPhone 5 charger. What could be wrong with that? Either way, likelihood that I could hook up. Apparently that tag doesn't work. But I don't get it. I do not get why cocksucker is an insult. Why do you use cocksucker as an insult? Fuck all of you. Like, what does it mean? What does it mean, cocksucker? It means that you take another human being's genitals and you put them in your mouth and you roll them around until everyone involved is happy. That is the kindest thing one human being can do for another. Cocksucker is not an insult. Cocksucker is perhaps the greatest compliment we have in our society. Harriet Tubman was a cocksucker. Gandhi sucks the cock of a nation. If you play your cards right tonight, sir, you too could make history. Do you guys know that feeling right after sex, where the thing you want most on the planet is to get as far away as is humanly possible from the person you just fucked? Yeah, that's the trouble with masturbation. I went home for the holidays this year because my mother and I were on speaking terms. And I'm Jewish. Most people don't think that I'm Jewish because I do not look physically weak. But I went home and it was Hanukkah, and Hanukkah's fun, it's cute, cocktails, fried foods, adorable, but let's be honest, it's no Christmas. Like, it's no, like you people, you fuckers, you have movies, and you have Santa Claus, and you have the magic of Christmas. Christmas is full of magic, and Jews spend 8 days worshiping a light fixture. Like, we've got, it's fun, but we just spend the whole time thinking about how much better other people's deal is. Hanukkah is the domestic partnership of holidays. There's no magic. So I was at home, and my mom, I have a 3-year-old nephew, and my mom told me, like, teach him to play dreidel. It's a thing. Teach him to play dreidel. Because, Hanukkah is almost nothing. Hanukkah is a light fixture, it's fried foods, and then there's a top that we play with because one day it's going to save us from genocide. All Jewish holidays are essentially about one day this will save you from genocide. And it's a stupid game. You spin a top, like there are coins, that sort of thing. Nobody likes it, except for a 3-year-old, because the 3-year-old spinning a top and remembering 4 Hebrew letters is playing at the top of his abilities. What flying a jet plane is for you, playing dreidel is for a 3-year-old. He was electrified, he was thrilled. He got so excited that at one point in time he looked up at me and said, "Uncle, we are playing a game!" Finally, there came a point when he was winning left and right, and he had a huge pile of gelt in front of him. And I was done. It was done. 45 minutes with my sister's kid, that's enough. So I pick up one of the pieces of gelt, and I unwrap it, and I hand it to him. He looks at me, confused. And he's like, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Just put it in your mouth." And this kid, sitting on top of a gigantic pile of gold coins, puts it in his mouth and realizes that the whole time, that pile of coins had been chocolates. It was like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie. His understanding of everything that had happened for the previous hour was fundamentally recontextualized. And in that moment, I realized there is the magic of Hanukkah, which, like all Jewish magic, centers on eating and money. Who here hates reality television? At 2, Cassie. Really? Again, fuck all of you. Like, I get so annoyed with people bitching about reality television. Everyone loves to talk about how stupid reality television is, how untalented the Kardashians are. Oh, it's the downfall of America. You're taking idiot, honey boo-boo people and putting them on television. It's so stupid. It's just people fighting. It's so stupid. What is sports? Sports is people fighting for 3 hours, then watch it every Sunday like it's good. Women want to watch people fight too. We just want to understand why. Because you are wearing different colored helmets, that is not a reason to fight. Because Melissa Gorga did not go to Teresa's baby's christening, that is a reason to fight! Thank God for you. Cassie's just a loss. Do you guys, is this Silver Lake? Where the fuck are we? I don't know. Based on outside, we're in like the Portland of Mexico. I don't know where I am. But do you guys have pets? Okay. Do you post photos of your pets on Facebook? You need to calm the fuck down. I'm so tired of people like posting constant photos of their pets on Facebook and asking me to like care or have an opinion or relate to it in any way. I don't give a shit about your stupid apartment dog. And people treat me like I am a cruel and unloving person because I don't give a shit about your stupid apartment dog. They go, "You don't love animals." Here's the thing. I grew up on a farm. I love animals. Not that way. But I do. I love real animals with genitals and a job. Oh, but guy, if we don't fix him, if we don't fix the dog, he'll just end up humping the ottoman all around the apartment. We have to fix the dog. He'll just end up humping the ottoman all around the apartment. Yeah. If someone locked you in a 20-foot by 20-foot room for the rest of your life, with no members of your own species and no opposable thumbs, you might develop some interesting masturbatory habits too. Oh, our dog, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. He just stares out the window, it's adorable. He's so stupid. Your dog isn't stupid. Your dog is very good at something. Your dog has a skill. I don't know what it is. Maybe it is herding sheep. Maybe it is keeping a Chinese empress's feet warm. Maybe it is finding dead birds and bringing dead birds back to you. But your dog has a skill. And you won't let him do it. You take him to the park 2 times a week for 20 minutes. You act like you're doing him a favor. Your dog isn't staring out the window because he's sleeping. Your dog is staring out the window because he's a housewife in 1963 with a journalism degree from Wellesley and 2 crying kids in the next room. He's staring out the window because he's wondering where it all went wrong. Your dog is the Betty Friedan of the animal kingdom. I'm a gay man, as you guys have figured out by this point in time. And gay guys love to complain about our rights. We love to bitch about our rights, and we all get it. We can only get married in 9 states. Blah, 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 fuck Chick-fil-A. We're all on the same page. But there are some advantages to being a gay man in our society. For instance, if you, sir, I'm assuming, are you heterosexual based on that beard? If you want to watch attractive strangers get naked for your benefit, you have to go to some seedy strip club down by the airport and pay $12 for a Diet Coke. If I want to watch attractive strangers get naked for my benefit, I have to go to the locker room at 24 Hour Fitness. Every guy I wanted to have sex with in high school had to dry his balls in front of me, and I will take those memories with me for the rest of my life. There are some advantages to being a gay man in our society. We get to be friends with black women for no reason. No one understands why it works. It's just 2 strong flavors that go well together, like sea salt and dark chocolates. There are some advantages to being a gay man in our society. No one expects me to like Kings of Leon. And my friends are constantly criticizing my taste in music. Allow me to explain my taste in music to you. You know how when you turn on the radio, there's that song that they play 15 times a day, and you don't understand why, you don't understand who likes that song? I always like that song. Always like that song. I like that song when it was Mambo number 5, and I like that song when it is Call Me Maybe. Chris, I'm getting off. This is my fucking dismount, okay? Okay? Chris, I'm going to need you to nod in an acknowledgement so I can return to my dismount. I was recently at a party in Brooklyn. I was having this conversation with a guy. He's like, straight guy. He was like, guy, you need to grow up. You need to start listening to some music with some real emotions to it, some real complex emotions to it. Music is part of your evolution. You need to start evolving. You need to start listening to some different music. Here's the thing. I already have complex emotions floating around inside of me. If I want to be sad, I'll just remember that in 1999 I had a conversation with my mother, then she never loved me as much again. I don't need the Decemberists to help. I don't need some black guy from Brooklyn telling me how hard life is. What I need is a black girl from Brooklyn reminding me that if I put on lip gloss, I will feel better. Because sometimes you get a little too many of those complex emotions floating around inside of you, and they are hard to manage. You need to be reminded why you're beautiful. It's because I don't know that I'm beautiful. Sometimes I need to be told that I'm sexy, and I know it. Sometimes I need to feel bootylicious. So, in conclusion, sir, what's your name? Pedro? Call me maybe. Thank you and good evening.